EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. About 3 yards there to the 27. This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Fields. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On first down, Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans 14, Rams nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. We're done right there. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I'm coming.
Now Wilson. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 15 yards.
Play action. Now Wilson.
1st and 10.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, Wilson.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 29, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Switch out, switch out. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. It's our deal. It's our deal. Hey, check it back, check it back.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
14.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Texans 14, Rams 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
He was brought down by Dupree.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin Bush gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
To throw is Fields. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Barkley. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
2-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Texans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Shakes off the sag. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Score Texans 31, Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fields on third down. Complete to Watson, the tight end. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap. Fields flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 108 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
3rd and inches.
They'll go to Barkley again. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Missed.
This will not go down. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Justin Fields. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Texans get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
6 yards. That's good.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Texans 52, Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A.
First down and goal to go.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Wilson being chased out left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. It's Wilson on the option. They'll try again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fields on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, They often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, Fields. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score Texans 59, Rams 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
40. That's good for an LA Rams.
On first down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's Harris to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
5 yards. First down, Texans.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and